Okay, now we will learn the second subtopic, cell structure and function. We focus on cell membrane and organelles. However, for this video, I will explain about organelles only. For cell membrane, for plasma membrane, there's another video is given to you separately. Okay. So we will focus on learning outcome B and D. So what is B? Explain the structure and functions of the following organelles. So you must know the structure and also functions. So the organelles are nucleus, rough ER or rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth ER, Golgi body, lysosome, ribosome, mitochondria, chloroplast and centriole. Okay, for D, explain the structure of plasma membrane and the functions of its component will be covered on next video. Okay, first organelle is nucleus. Okay, I am sure that you all have learned these organelles during secondary school, but for our syllabus, there is a bit, maybe some parts is more detailed compared to during school. Okay, so what are nucleus? Nucleus is the largest organelle in eukaryotic cell. And then the inner membrane is lined by nuclear lamina. So where is the inner membrane? Where is the nuclear lamina? So this is the nuclear lamina. Okay, the inner membrane. Okay. Alright, so shape of the nucleus is spherical, or some it is like oval shape sometimes, and it is a double membrane organelle. So when we say that it is double membrane organelle, so it must have the outer membrane and the inner membrane. So let's look at what is inside the nucleus. So the dense region here, it is nucleolus, where it is a site of rRNA synthesis. And inside the nucleoplasm, so nucleoplasm is the inner part of the nucleus. So inside the nucleoplasm, there is a chromatin, the thread-like chromosome. There is also nuclear pore and also nuclear envelope that enclose the nucleus. So the functions of the nucleus, of course, it carry genetic material and also is a control center of activity in cell. Okay, next organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. So it is a single membrane bounded organelle. Okay, only single membrane. So there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So for rough endoplasmic reticulum, so this is the structure of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, this here. Okay. So this is the region of rough endoplasmic reticulum. It consists of network of membranous flattened sacs. Kantong yang flatten, yang lepe. And all these flattened sac is called as cisternae. Okay, yang ni lah, yang flattened sac ini. Okay. And why it is named as rough endoplasmic reticulum? Because there is a presence of ribosome attached to its surface. So the yellow color here all is ribosome. So what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? Okay, please take note. It is for the intracellular transport of protein, which means it help in transport of protein within the cell, di dalam cell. That is meaning of intracellular. Dia mengangkut protein di dalam sel, bukan keluar daripada sel. Okay, so gambar di sebelah kanan. Okay, this is the ribosome that is attached at the rough ER. So ribosome, of course, it is a site for protein synthesis. So this is the protein that is synthesized from the ribosome. Okay, The blue color here is all rough ER. So what is the function of rough ER? It will help to transport this protein produced by the ribosome. Transport ke mana? Transport out of the rough ER to the organelles, other organelles in this cell. So this is how the process occurs. The protein will be modified into glycoprotein, and then the glycoprotein will be buzzed off from the transport vesicle. Okay, and then the transport vesicle that contain the glycoprotein will migrate, will be transferred to other organelles so that this protein will be processed. So what is the function of the rough ER is to what we call it, for the intracellular transport. Okay, membantu, membawa, mengangkut all the protein di dalam sel. Okay, alright. So the second type of endoplasmic reticulum is smooth ER. So it does not have flattened sac, but it is a network of membranous tubule. So when we talk about tubule is something that is like tube structure. So this is the tube structure. Okay, that there is no flattened sac, but there is a membranous tubule. Okay, so of course when it is smooth, because it does not have ribosome, lack of ribosome. What is the functions of the smooth ER? So overall in lecture note there are 4 functions, but I just may state here the first 2 functions of smooth ER. First is as a site of lipid synthesis. Okay, lipid, you have learned what is lipid previous chapter. And the second function is for detoxification of drugs and poisons in liver cell. So in liver cell there is a lot of smooth ER. Okay, next is Golgi body. Okay, Golgi body, to write down Golgi body, please take note that you must capitalize G. Okay, because Golgi is a name of a person. Okay, so you must capitalize G. Okay, so Golgi body is a single membrane. Okay, single membrane, and then it has a stack of flattened membranous sacs similar to rough ER. So of course it also has cisternae. Cisternae is structure where it has a flattened sac. Okay, this is cisternae. Alright. Other than that, what is the important structure found in Golgi body? Okay, there is a cis phase. Cis phase is here. Okay, that the cisternae facing the nucleus. So function of the cis phase is actually a receiving site. Okay, tempat untuk menerima the substances, menerima protein. Okay, from where? From rough ER. Okay, and then other than that, there is also a transphase. So this is transphase. Opposite from cis phase, transphase is a shipping site of Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. So for transphase, it will transport out the substances from Golgi body. Transport out, or to ship the protein or the substances out of Golgi body. Okay, so look at the functions of the Golgi body. There are 2. First is modifying, packaging, and sorting of substances. So the substances can be protein. Okay, modify, package, sorting. So all these 3 words is compulsory for you to get 1 mark for functions of Golgi body. So how to memorize all these 3 function, this process? You can imagine that Golgi body is like a factory, kilang, where the Golgi body will receive substance or protein from rough ER, and then the protein is like bahan mentah. Okay, the raw material. So where is the material is modified, is packaged, is sort, all occur in a factory. So that factory is like Golgi body. So first, when it receive the substances, it will modify. After modify, it will package. After package, it will sort the substances. Okay, so usually I will recommend student to memorize this thing, RMPS or rampas. Okay, R is for receive. Okay, we can add receive process for the first function, receive, modify, package, and sorting of substances, rampas. Okay, second function for Golgi body is to form other organelle, which is forming lysosome. So the below diagram, okay, here is how lysosome is produced from Golgi body. Okay, next organelle is lysosome. Okay, lysosome. It is a spherical sac. It is a single membrane. And it contains hydrolytic enzyme that can digest macromolecules. So what are the examples of the hydrolytic enzymes found in lysosome? RNAs that is used to digest the RNA, DNAs that is used to digest DNA, and enzyme protease that is used to digest protein. Okay, and then what is the function of the lysosome? So there are three important functions. First is for intracellular digestion by a process known as phagocytosis. So look at this diagram. Okay, so this is a food where phagocytosis will occur. The cell membrane will undergo phagocytosis to take in the food. And inside the cell, the food will be enclosed or will be contained in the food vacuole. And what happened to the food? The food must be digested. So that after digestion, cell will get all the nutrients from the food. So what is the organelle that is help in the digestion of the food vacuole? So this is lysosome. Lysosome will fuse with the food vacuole, and lysosome will release its hydrolytic enzyme, and intracellular digestion has occurred. So the product of the intracellular digestion is like the nutrients from the food. So when the nutrients is formed, so the cell will get the nutrients. Okay, next function is autophagy, or it is a digestion of damaged organelle. So all the damaged organelle in the cell is no longer can be used. So what happened? We must digest the damaged organelle. So that process is called as autophagy. So lysosome will perform this function. So this is the diagram of the autophagy. So this diagram shows that peroxisome is mitochondrion is damaged. Okay, they cannot be used anymore. And it is contained in the vesicle. Now lysosome will fuse with this vesicle, release its hydrolytic enzyme, and the digestion of the damaged organelle is occur. Autophagy. Okay, number 3 is involved in autolysis or programmed destruction of cell. So autolysis is like a destruction of cell that occur automatically. So it is also done by lysosome. So for example, during the metamorphosis from tadpole to the adult frog, okay, autolysis occur at this part. Okay, during tadpole stage, there's a tail, but in adult frog there is no tail. So what is actually occur at this tail? So there is an autolysis process occur. So a lot of lysosome present here, so it will destroy the cells in tail, causing there is no tail in adult frog. Okay, programmed destruction of cell. Okay, next organelle is ribosome. Okay, what is the characteristic of ribosome? Okay, ribosome is the organelle. There is no membrane, and it is made up of rRNA and proteins. It composed of two subunits, large and small subunit. So this is the diagram. This is the large subunit of ribosome, small subunit of ribosome. Okay, there are two types of ribosome. Either it is bound ribosome, which is found in rough ER. It is attached to rough ER, or free ribosome. Both types of ribosome have similar function, which is it is a site for protein synthesis. Okay, word site is very important. Okay, you cannot simply say that the function of ribosome is for protein synthesis. So if you say for protein synthesis, it is an incomplete sentence. So no mark during exam. You must say that it is a site, satu tapak where protein synthesis is occurred. Okay. Okay, next is mitochondrion. So mitochondrion is rod in shape. It is a double membrane organelle. And because of it has double membrane, of course it will have outer membrane and inner membrane. So we zoom in the structure of the mitochondria. Okay, so where is the outer membrane? So this is the outer membrane of mitochondria. Okay, the inner membrane is here. Okay, so the folded part is the inner membrane. And in between the outer and inner membrane, so here is the intermembrane space. Okay, intermembrane space. Alright, other than that, the inner compartment of the mitochondria, bahagian dalam dia, okay, the inner compartment is called as matrix. The highly folded of the inner membrane of mitochondria is called as cristae. The highly folded means bahagian yang berlipat sangat banyak lah. The highly folded is called as cristae, bahagian lipatan ini. Okay, kalau dia tak berlipat, kita boleh label as inner membrane. Sekejap okay. So this part is inner membrane, but the folded part here, the folded part, it is labeled as cristae. Okay, so what is inside the matrix of the mitochondria? Inside the inner compartment of the mitochondria, what it is inside? So there is a free ribosome inside the matrix of mitochondria, and there is a DNA. Okay, other than ribosomes and DNA, inside the matrix of mitochondria, there is also enzymes and RNA. Okay, so what is the function of the mitochondria? It's a site of cellular respiration, which is a metabolic process that generates ATP. Again, this site is compulsory. Site of cellular respiration. Okay, next organelle is chloroplast. Chloroplast is also a double membrane organelle. So far we have three organelles that is double membrane. So the first one is nucleus, second one is mitochondria, and the third one is chloroplast. Okay, so chloroplast only found in plant cell. Okay, so chloroplast also have a double membrane, so it will have outer membrane. So this is the outer membrane. Okay, the green part, the dark green here. And then there is an inner membrane. So this is the inner membrane of the chloroplast. Okay, other than outer membrane and inner membrane, there is a few structure inside the chloroplast that you must take note. Okay, first one is thylakoid. So what is thylakoid? So this is the thylakoid. All the stack of plate. Kalau cikgu saya kata dulu, it is like a pinggan plate. Okay, so each plate, it is called as thylakoid. Satu-satu pinggan tu adalah thylakoid. Okay, so pada structure pinggan, so this is one thylakoid. So of course, this is the membrane of thylakoid. The outer part is known as thylakoid membrane. Okay, and then next, granum. So what is granum? Granum is a stack of thylakoid. So satu stack thylakoid ini dipanggil sebagai granum. So more than one granum, it is grana. Okay, and then the fluid filled space of the chloroplast is called as stroma. Okay, fluid filled space. So what is inside the stroma of chloroplast? So it is almost similar to the matrix of mitochondria. It also contains enzyme, DNA, RNA, ribosome, and starch granules. Okay, about the thylakoid membrane. So okay, again I draw the structure of thylakoid. So this is thylakoid membrane. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is thylakoid membrane. The outer part of the thylakoid is called as thylakoid membrane. Okay, in thylakoid membrane, it contains photosynthetic pigments like chlorophyll. So all the photosynthetic pigments present in thylakoid membrane, causing the thylakoid membrane is a site for light-dependent reactions in photosynthesis. Because of there is many chlorophyll found in thylakoid membrane, so thylakoid membrane is a site for light-dependent reaction. Okay, what is the functions of the chloroplast? There are two. First is site of photosynthesis, again, site here. And second function for store starch. Alright. Okay, last organelle is centriole. So usually we always draw structure centriole during cell division. Okay, where you draw the structure of centriole in a pair like this. So one pole has a pair of centriole, or the opposite pole also has a pair of centriole. So centriole is one of the organelles that only presents in animal cell. Plant cell has no centriole. Similar to lysosome. Lysosome also only presents in animal cell. Okay, so for centriole, it composed of 9 triplet of microtubule arrangement. Okay, which is arranged in ring form. Okay, so this diagram show how the 9 triplet is arranged. Okay, and then what is the function of centriole? So because of we always draw centriole during cell division, okay, what is actually function of centriole? Centriole assist. Assist means help, bantu. Microtubule arrangement forming spindle fiber. That's why during cell division there is a spindle fiber. So siapa ataupun apa organelle that help in arrangement of spindle fiber, arrangement of microtubule forming spindle fiber, it is centriole. But please take note, centriole only assist, cuma membantu. For plant cell, even though plant cell has no centriole, but plant cell also have spindle fiber. That's why I said centriole only help for microtubule arrangement into spindle fiber. Dia hanya bantu menyusun microtubule membentuk spindle fiber. The center that betul-betul arrange microtubule into spindle fiber adalah dipanggil sebagai centrosome. So centrosome ini can be found in both plant and animal cell. That's why even though plant cell does not have centriole, but plant cell have centrosome. So centrosome lah yang betul-betul arrange microtubule into spindle fiber. So centrosome ada dalam plant cell, so plant cell also can have spindle fiber. So jangan confuse. Okay, centriole hanya membantu dalam membentuk spindle fiber. And centrosome pula, okay, kalau saya tambah lukisan kat sini, so centrosome ni sejenis kawasan, is a region. So this is centrosome. Dia bukan organelle. Organelle is centriole. So this is structure centrosome. So centrosome ni satu region that organize the microtubule. So it present in both plant and animal cell. So saya lama sikit dekat sini sebab saya nak make sure student faham. Okay, what are the difference between centriole and centrosome? Kenapa plant cell tak ada centriole tapi plant cell boleh ada spindle fiber? Okay, because of plant cell have centrosome. Okay, so this is spindle fiber lah. Okay, so plant cell also can have spindle fiber. Alright, the second functions of the centriole is as a basal body in formation of cilia and flagella. Dia adalah bahan asas dalam membentuk flagella and also cilia. Okay, so that's all for 8 organelles in subtopic 2.2. For next video, we will focus on plasma membrane. Thank you.